The mass exodus from Optus has continued after its disastrous nationwide outage on Wednesday. But where is everyone going? For more, it's good morning to Image Matrix Tech editor Djuro. Djuro, I'm really keen to hear your take on this debacle because you've already cancelled your Optus account.
Good morning, Tim. Yes, I had an Optus account that was a prepaid account, but I've had it for some time. And ironically, Tim, it was like a backup account. And yesterday I cancelled it. It was quite easy through the app. I did go online to try and do it, Tim. And I was talking to someone, I don't know if it was a chat bot or a real person, but they were very friendly, but it all ended in tears in the end. And I think many other people, as you can see by the lines here during the week, trying to transfer their accounts to other telcos, have to make a decision. If they've been with Optus since the beginning, this might be new ground, but are you going to the right telco? Because, you know, these sorts of things are going to happen in the future again, maybe not as catastrophic as what the Optus breakdown was last week, but there will be times when signals drop out here and there. So you're not going to be totally happy wherever you go, but I've got two accounts with Telstra. I do need a backup. Maybe I'll use a Vodafone. Maybe I'll come back to Optus down the track. But I can see here so many people running across. But you've got to realise, do you want coverage in the most territory in Australia? Telstra's easily number one. Vodafone's got some funky deals and some cool coverage ideas, but it is reduced. Now, one of the cool things you can do is actually go to Boost Mobile, which hangs off the Telstra network, so you get a cheaper deal there, but use all the firepower that Telstra have. So there are a number of options out there for people. I didn't waste any time, Tim. I already had some other accounts, so I was just killing mine off. But I think the big issue here, Tim, is cash is still king, because when you go and try and pay for something and the cell coverage is down and you can't use an FPOS machine, it really does change everything. So I think there has to be some way of paying with a card offline because at the moment it's a broken system and you can't get rid of cash yet, even though I hardly use cash.
This isn't the first Optus problem. Will they recover, and do you think the CEO will survive?
No, I don't think so. They'll have to have change at the top. There's no doubt about it. And I think there needs to be massive change there at Optus, a huge clean out. And given that their response is public, this is a big thing, Tim. Their public response has just rubbed everyone the wrong way. They could have won a lot of people over. I think some people will say they'll talk up a big storm about departing, Tim, but they won't end up doing it. So Optus will survive, but they'll be limping for some time to come.
Now, change of pace, Sony's latest camera being hailed as a game changer, buddy.
Yeah. I've got here the Sony A9. It's the original from a couple of years ago, and it was a really cool camera. But have a look at this. And the reason I'm showing you this is the Sony A9 Mark III, is that this is like no other camera on the planet. And the reason it's important is that hopefully Sony will bring this technology down to other people in the photographic realm, or people like you and I who want to get a camera that does amazing stuff. So what Sony have done is the A9, it has been able to produce things like this, a shutter speed of 1/80,000th of a second. That is incredible. And it has a thing called a global shutter, Tim. And what a global shutter means is that it reads the sensor instantaneously, and that helps with everything you can do in terms of producing a great image that doesn't have any distortion. You might take a shot, say, of a helicopter blade and you see how it bends. That'll never happen. Also, you can sync flashes at any speed. If you've done any flash photography, you know that getting the flash sync speed right is a hassle. But this is an animation that shows you how a normal sensor of every camera reads up and down very fast, but this is instant. This is the big change. And you look at the golf club there, normally that would be flexing a bit with a high-speed camera. Doesn't do it here. So this thing is incredible. It's coming out next year, and it'll be worth about $10,500. But that's the Sony Alpha A9 Mark III, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it, Tim. It is unbelievable. 120 frames a second. 120 frames a second. You'll get everything in sport that you've probably missed in the past.
You are like the kid in the candy store, aren't you, with this kind of stuff? Now, the new MacBook Pros are on sale, but you're having second thoughts?
Yeah, Tim, look, I love my MacBook Pros and MacBooks. I'm a Mac user and been so that way for about 2 decades. But lately I've been testing out devices like this, and this is the Asus ProArt Studio Book. And I love this thing. It's got a jog wheel or a dial on the side as well to help you out. And the point I'm trying to make here is that the PC realm and the laptop realm with Windows machines offers so much more variety, different types of shapes and sizes for laptops. And they have the power that you get in the Macs, but it uses the Windows system, which can be sometimes problematic. But this Asus system I'm playing with had the power to match my MacBook Pros, and it's just gorgeous with its OLED screen. It really is. And I found it really enjoyable from Asus. So that is available now for like 5,500, actually on special for 5,000. But compared to my favorite, this is my favorite laptop computer of the year. It is the Lenovo 9i Yoga Book Evo. And I've been taking it everywhere, Tim. I took it to Singapore, wherever I go and travel, because it's 2 screens in one. And you can use the bottom screen as a keyboard, or you can stand it up and have it as 2 normal screens like that. This thing, and I showed it briefly to you a few months ago, this thing is incredible. So this is from Lenovo. I think that's the difference you're getting from the Windows realm. So if you're thinking about a new laptop, I'm just saying have a look at what's available on the Windows side, because you'll get some amazing form factors that may suit your business or your artwork or whatever, entertainment. So yeah, a lot of competition there in the laptop world, whether it's MacBook Pros, which I still love, or these wonderful Windows machines. But how good is that? Look at that Sky News on there.
Yeah, good to see. Oh, yeah, there we go. You got the slimming screen as well, which is nice. What are these Lenovo ones worth?
Oh, the Lenovo Yoga
Lenovo,
is
rather.
4,299. So $4,299. So I guess you could say you're getting what, one screen for $2,000 each.
Yeah, not too bad. All right, Djuro, we'll do it all again next week.
Cheers, Tim. Big show next week about camping tech. Don't miss it.
Okay, we look forward to that. Djuro Sen.